Welcome to PS Keeping It Real. So I'm your host, Alexis, and I'm new to the podcast world. So I want you guys to enjoy this journey with me as I take it upon my future. And tonight, we're going to talk about any and everything and a lot of things that people are scared to admit. So today, the topic of the day is postpartum depression, even postpartum. A lot of people don't know how much it can destroy you mentally, emotionally, and physically. And I have to share my experience and how I got there and what I did to overcome it. It's been a few months with my journey, and I'm ready to voice my point of view. So I got here 5 months ago. I lost my son, and there's nothing like holding your son in your arms while he take your last breath. There's nothing like just believing and praying that things were going to change, and when everything just seemed like it was okay until it wasn't. Mentally, to watch your son slip away from you, I think it was the hardest thing that I have to ever experience in my life. And my son's name was Phoenix. It really damaged me. To this day, I still struggle. Sometimes I feel like a bad person. I feel like a bad mother. Maybe I could have did something differently. Maybe it was my fault. And what could I do to fix it? And I tried to fix it, but I had to realize that what was done is done. And I had to move on. And I had to move on with memories, not with the life. And I struggle with that. And to this day, I still struggle. Doubting my worth, believing in myself, I struggled. I had to pick myself up and distract my mind. I had to work on me to get out of that dark place where I felt like, how could I put myself in this position? It was a lot of blaming me. But I had to be strong for my future. Even if I had children again, I had to be strong for my future children. I think the hardest part was breaking down a nursery. It felt like a second wave of loss. And a lot of people don't tell you, like, to pack up everything that you unpacked because you believed. But to pack it up and to say, not right now, it was really damaging. It caused so much anger. It made me stop believing in a lot of things. My belief, my faith fell. I was ashamed of myself. I was hurt. I was broken. Still broken, putting the pieces to my life back together. But sometimes it feel like I wanted to be with my son more than anything. But that's not healthy. Because if I wanted to be with him, I wouldn't be here. And losing him, I had to carry him in my heart and to move forward and not to take that same pain, hurt into my future. And I just felt so hopeless. And I was scared to talk to anyone. I just felt so hopeless, and I was scared to talk to anyone. Sorry. But one day, an opportunity knocked on my door. It felt like joy. It felt like God gave me another chance when I felt like He didn't want me to be a mother. When I felt like God didn't think that I was good enough to bear a blessing. To have something that women, it's our natural thing for women to have children. But when joy knocked on my door, my hope changed, but my faith stayed the same. And I knew that I needed help. I knew that I had to go seek help before I do this again because I was worried. I was worried maybe if I tried again, that the same situation would happen again to me. And I had to get myself out of that situation, out of that mindset, to move forward with my future. I've never been so angry in my life. I've never been so hurt. And I knew that I couldn't do this and I couldn't live this way going forward. So maybe God understands my pain is how I felt. Is why I got a second chance. And I was cleared by God's grace to try again. But I knew, trying again, you can't go in the same situation believing that what you went through, losing a child, will happen again. Because you could never go in with the same mindset, because I was worried maybe I would treat the new children differently. Maybe I wouldn't love them as much. And that's not fair. That's not fair to them. That's not fair to my family. That's not fair to me and myself and my worth. It isn't fair. So I know that I, myself, have to heal before I take that step after losing a child. And I just have a message for all the mothers out there that has been in a situation that I've been in. Months of hurt, months of loss, months of unforgiveness, mental health unstable. When you feel like you just want to go in a room and scream to yourself and you want to blame the world for the situation that you are in now, my message for all the mothers out there: don't be afraid to speak your truth. It's what you do with those feelings that make you stronger. And I want you to know that I love you no matter what. I'm here. I'm Alexis, and thank you for listening. This is PS. Keep it real.